Don't forget to subscribe!
Hi, this is Marilyn, and welcome back to another review of Teen Life Reviews. And this is the second Thanksgiving special that we'll be reviewing, a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. So then, let's
get this party started!
Spoiler alert!
Charlie Brown and Sally Brown are planning to go to their grandmother's for Thanksgiving dinner when Peppermint Patty calls Charlie Brown and invites herself to have Thanksgiving dinner at his house. Shortly thereafter, she calls 2 more times, saying that Marcy and Franklin will also be attending. But Charlie Brown tries to explain that this is not even possible, but Peppermint Patty keeps prattling on with his little regard to Charlie Brown's words. So when Linus comes over, Charlie Brown explains his predicament. So Linus then proposes a solution. Have 2 dinners. One can be in the afternoon with the other kids, and then Charlie Brown can go to his grandmother's as planned. Charlie Brown is still not convinced of this idea, as his culinary expertise is limiting to prepare cold cereal and maybe toast. Linus, Snoopy, and Woodstock offered to help Charlie Brown prepare for the dinner together. So without any hesitation, Linus recruits Snoopy and Woodstock to help set up the guest area as well as prepare the meal. Sometime later, Peppermint Patty, Marcy, and Franklin arrive. After everyone has a seat, Linus says Grace and gives a speech regarding what Thanksgiving is about. And once Grace is finished, Snoopy serves the food that has been prepared: buttered toast, jelly beans, pretzel sticks, and popcorn. Upon seeing the food available, Peppermint Patty grumpily shouts at Charlie Brown regarding its poor quality, saying that they should have been served at a real Thanksgiving dinner. So embarrassed at the situation, Charlie Brown leaves the table. Once he has gone, Marcy asks her friend if she's being too rough on Charlie Brown. Peppermint Patty vehemently says that they should have been served a real Thanksgiving dinner, knowing her friend's personality well. Marcy asks if Charlie Brown has intended to invite them over, or if Peppermint Patty invited herself, and somewhat forced her and Franklin to come along. And upon realizing what a jerk she has been, Peppermint Patty asks Marcy to talk to Charlie Brown and tell him that she's sorry for the harsh words and what she has done. So all was actually forgiven. Marcy discusses things with Charlie Brown, who still feels that he's ruined the day for everyone. However, Marcy explains that Thanksgiving is about what Linus said in his speech. It's about being together and being faithful like the Pilgrims were. As they finish talking, Peppermint Patty appears and apologizes in person for her attitude. All was forgiven. As he looks at the clock, Charlie Brown realizes that he is late for dinner with his grandmother. He quickly dials her up and explains what happened. When his grandmother finds out that his friends have not eaten dinner yet, she insists that they all come eat at her place. And shortly after, the kids start on their trip to Charlie Brown's grandmother's condominium, leaving Snoopy and Woodstock at home alone. And as soon as he leaves, the 2 friends set up a table outside the doghouse, where Snoopy serves up a traditional Thanksgiving dinner only for the 2 of them.
Did you know that?
The special was initially sponsored by Dolly Madison Cakes and Coca-Cola. Many viewers sent complaints to CBS about Woodstock eating a turkey with Snoopy, seeing it as an act of bird cannibalism. So Charles Schultz insisted that Woodstock join Snoopy in carving and eating the turkey despite Lee Mendelssohn's protests. This marks Peppermint Patty's 6th appearance in a Peanuts TV special. Falling in love, Charlie Brown, He's Your Dog, Charlie Brown, It Was a Short Summer, Charlie Brown, Play It Again, Charlie Brown, and There's No Time for Love, Charlie Brown. And this also marks Marcy's 2nd appearance in a Peanuts TV special, following her debut in There's No Time for Love, Charlie Brown. Marcy calls Peppermint Patty Priscilla because Linus referred to Miles Standish. Priscilla Mullen and Miles Standish are characters in The Courtship of Miles Standish. This special received that year's Emmy Award for Outstanding Individual Achievement in Children's Programming, which went to Charles Schultz. It was also nominated for Outstanding Children's Special, but did not win. There's No Time for Love, Charlie Brown, which was broadcast in the same year, did not receive any nominations. Sally states that she did not finish all of her Halloween candy, and this is considered to be a continuity error because in a previous special we reviewed, It's the Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Sally does not go trick-or-treating but remains in the pumpkin patch with Linus instead. The 2 specials do not, however, necessarily both take place in the same year or even given with the same continuity. On the VHS releases of this special, the clock chime is louder, And this is the first special where Charlie Brown is voiced by Todd Barbie, who had previously voiced Linus's opponent, Russell Anderson, in You're Not Elected, Charlie Brown. And this is the last special where Sally Brown is voiced by Hilary Momberger, Peppermint Patty is voiced by Christopher DeFaria, and Lucy Van Feller is voiced by Robin Kahn. Oddly enough, despite the background music sounding very Beethoven themed, Schroeder is not seen, heard, or mentioned in this episode. Lucinda Van Pelt only appears in the special's teaser, in which she once again suckers Charlie Brown into the "Well, I'll hold the phone, you come running up and kicking it" gag. And this special's two airings in 2006 and 2007 when aired that he's a bully Charlie Brown. And Linus breaks the fourth wall by stating that the episode was unlikely. Peppermint Patty and Marcy were voiced by male actors. When Peppermint Patty informs the gang that they're invited to Charlie Brown's grandmother's house, this is the only time she calls him Charlie Brown instead of Chuck. Snoopy's fight with the folding lounge chair appears to have been inspired by W.C. Field's similar struggle with the chair in 1934's It's a Gift. Charlie Brown is referred to Chuck 26 times throughout the episode. In later years, 2000s plus, the special came under criticism that over the fact Franklin is depicted sitting alone on the long side of the dinner table. However, this was likely a coincidence. And this was the first time that in one of the Melendez Mendelssohn cartoon specials we see Peppermint Patty. The version of A Charlie Brown Thanksgiving aired on CBS in the mid-80s trimmed the segment with Snoopy and Woodstock getting dressed for dinner after sitting at the table. It cuts from the scene after Snoopy pulls out his costume and a small hat for Woodstock to the scene where they walk up to the house. So ABC broadcasts during the 2000s removed the entire scene where they're getting dressed, transitioning from when Snoopy goes into his doghouse to the scene where Charlie Brown greets him and Woodstock at the door. However, it was reinstated in later ABC broadcasts.
Now you know!
So we give a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving a 5 out of 5!
Okay, everyone, we have one more special left, and then it's all you can eat for Thanksgiving!
I'll be returning to my storyteller role now. I hope you have a good day, everyone.